Hello, and welcome to another vlog. My friend Chris and I recently finished our documentary All Access, and it's been selected by the Finn Atlantic International Film Festival to screen in Halifax this September. So, as you can imagine, we're very excited about that. Anyway, this month's theme is exercise. I chose this topic today because not only is exercising a great way to stay healthy and prevent serious health issues, but exercising benefits people of all abilities. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about the history of exercise, and I'd also like to share with you some exercising tips that I learned while researching for today's video. So let's get started. So the act of exercising to improve one's physical fitness is actually a practice that dates back thousands of years, and it even predates antiquity. That's the Roman age. Many early civilizations believed that health problems were caused by supernatural forces beyond their control. So they sometimes thought that being sick meant that you were possessed by demons or evil spirits. It wasn't until the year 600 BCE that an Indian physician named Sisruda began to prescribe physical exercise as a form of healthcare. And of course this was a revolutionary practice at the time. Then, in the centuries that followed, many Greek philosophers and scientists, such as Aristotle, Hippocrates, and Galen, became supporters of exercising as a form of health and wellness, and they began prescribing their own exercise regimens. And that basically continued right up until the 16th century, or the 1500s, when our understanding of the human body began to improve, and people started to realize that much of our knowledge about the human body, such as the four humors, was incorrect, and newer, better forms of exercise were developed. So the four humors was a theory proposed by certain Greek philosophers that suggested that the human body was made up of four main elements, or humors. These were blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile. And the theory went that if there was an imbalance in these humors, that's what caused health problems. And so that's why they used some ineffective treatments such as bloodletting, because it was their way of trying to restore that balance. Now, modern exercises have evolved over the course of thousands of years, as our understanding of the human body continues to improve. And this process is continuing to this day. New exercise techniques are being created and perfected each and every day. And some examples of modern exercises include aerobics, CrossFit, and ninja sports. And I choose CrossFit and ninja sports in particular because those are two forms of exercise that have really only gained popularity within the last decade or so. And ninja sports are so popular that they have their own show with a huge following. Anyway, thanks to the modern and scientific and medical breakthroughs that have happened, we now have a very strong understanding of the human body, and humans are living longer, healthier lives. So that's just a brief overview of the history of exercise, and as you can see from that, exercising, and really medicine in general, has evolved quite a bit over the centuries. So now I'd like to share some exercising tips. There's 3 tips in particular that I'd like to talk about. The first tip is to always do a warm-up before you exercise in order to loosen your joints and tendons. This will make it a lot easier to do your stretches, and it will eliminate any discomfort. The second tip is to start with simple exercises and gradually increase the intensity of activity over time. So, for example, if you're lifting weights, you're not going to go right for the 50-pound weight, because if you do that, you're likely to seriously injure yourself and end up in the hospital, and nobody wants that. So instead, you're going to start with a 5-pound weight and gradually work your way up to the 50-pound weight over many, many months, so that when you finally do get to that 50-pound weight, your body's ready and you don't have to worry about being injured. And you can apply the same practice to any form of exercise. And then the final tip is to exercise on a regular basis to maximize the benefit. So, for example, I myself have some range of motion exercises that I do for my arms and legs, and I try to do them every day because I want to maintain the strength and dexterity that I have in my arms and legs so that I can stay independent for as long as possible. I hate leg day just as much as everybody else, but I do those stretches anyway because I understand their importance. And all of these tips, like I said, they're based off of the research that I did for this video. I'm not a physiotherapist, so I'm not really an expert when it comes to these things. So that's why I'm only talking about things that I know are true based on, what I've researched. Anyway, I'll be releasing a video in a couple of weeks where I talk more about what exercising is, what the different kinds of exercises are, and why exercising is important. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see that video. And as always, if you enjoyed today's vlog and you want to see more videos like this one, then please support me on Patreon. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in a couple of weeks.